Hare Krishna. Hi everyone, welcome.
In this video, we are going to see a Java program to print the prime numbers in the given range. Now first understand what are the prime numbers. Prime numbers are the numbers which is greater than 1 that are divisible by 1 and the number itself. The prime numbers will have two factors, the number 1 and the number itself. These are the prime numbers between 1 to 100. Okay, let's implement the program. Add the main method. First, we will take the range of numbers which we need to print the prime numbers using a scanner class. Create a scanner class object. Scanner SC is new scanner of system.in. Scanner is an inbuilt class in the java.util package. sc.nextIn method we use to read the input from the keyboard and we store that value into the integer min number. Before that, let's print the message to the user asking him to enter the lower range. Now let's print the message to the user asking him to enter the higher range. We again use the sc.nextInt, capture that higher range in the variable int max number. Close the scanner class object. Now we have lower range and higher range. Let's implement the core logic to print the prime numbers between minimum number and maximum number. For that we need to declare a for loop. Int number is equal to, let's start from the min number less than or equal to max number plus plus. Let's add the if statement to check whether the number is prime or not. If the condition is satisfied, if it's a prime number, we'll print that number. We keep the logic which verifies a given number is a prime or not in a different method. Hover on the isPrime method, click on create method. The new method definition will be inserted below the main method. Let's copy this new method to the top of the class. First, let's check the condition for the number which is lesser than 1, which is equal to 1 or lesser than 1. If number is less than or equal to 1, then it's not a prime number, we'll return it as false. For numbers which are greater than 1, we will add a for loop. Int I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to number I plus plus. If the number modulus I is equal to 0, then we need to increment the counter by 1. First we will declare the counter int count is equal to 0. If the count is equal to 2, then it's a prime number. We'll return it as true. Else return it as false. Now this isPrime method will check whether given number is prime or not. We have the entire core logic here. But if you see it carefully, the for loop at line number 15 will keep repeating from lower range to the higher range. If we enter any bigger number like 57, 300, 400, then this loop will be executed that many number of times. To make this program more efficient, let's add an if condition which verifies that if the factors is more than 2, then we know that that number is not prime. Let's break that loop. Let's rename count variable as factors. Let's run the program. Enter the lower range as 1, higher range as 100. We can see all the prime numbers between 1 to 100 are printed. Let's print the message on the console. For the more readability, the prime numbers between 1 to 100 are, but our program is dynamic which takes the lower range and higher range from the keyboard. So we'll change this print statement to specify a minimum and maximum range. The prime numbers from minimum range to the maximum range are. Let's run the program. Enter the value 1, the higher range as 5. The prime numbers between 1 to 5 are 2, 3, 5. Excellent. This program is working as expected. Now let's debug the program to understand it clearly. Let's add few debug points. Enter the lower range 1, higher range as 5. Control is enter the for loop. See, minimum range is having a value of 1, maximum name is having a value of 5. First time the loop is repeated for the min number, that is 1. Condition is satisfied, number is less than equal to 1, then it is not a prime number, we'll return it as false. As this is not a prime number, if condition is not satisfied, we will not print that number. Let's increment the number by 1. Next number is 2. We'll check whether given number 2 is a prime or not. For I is less than 1, if number 2 modulo 1 is equal to 0, condition is satisfied, increment the factors by 1. Now I is incremented by 1, I is having a value 2, 2 modulo 2 is equal to 0. Again the condition is satisfied, factors is incremented by 1. Now I is incremented by 1, I become 3, 3 less than or equal to 2, condition is not satisfied, control is come out of the loop, factor is equal to 2. Hence, it is a prime number, we return it as true. We will print the prime number as 2. The first prime number between 1 to 5 is 2. Now the number is incremented by 1. The is prime of 3. If 3 is less than or equal to 1, the condition is not satisfied. Then control is enter the for loop. If 3 modulo 1 s is equal to 0, the factor is incremented by 1. 3 modulo 2 is not equal to 0, the factor is not incremented. Now I is incremented by 1. 3 modulo 3 is equal to 0, the factor is incremented by 1. The factor is equal to 2, hence number 3 is a prime number. We return it as a true. We print the number 3. Now we increment the number by 1. The value is 4. 4 modulo 1 is 0. Factor is incremented by 1. Now I is incremented by 1. 4 modulo 2 is equal to 0. The factor become 2. 4 modulo I. 4 modulo 3 is not equal to 0. Factor is not incremented. Now 4 modulo 4 is equal to 0. The condition is satisfied. The factor has become 3 now. As if factors 3 is greater than 2, the control comes out of the loop. Hence, we return it as false. We don't print that number to the console as it is not a prime number. Now the number is incremented by 1. 5 modulo 1 is equal to 0. The factor is incremented by 1. 5 modulo 2 is not equal to 0. Condition is not satisfied. Factor is not incremented. Factor is still 1. 5 modulo 3 is equal to 0. The condition is not satisfied. Factor is not incremented. 5 modulo 4 is not equal to 0. The condition is not satisfied. Factor still remains as 1. Now 5 modulo 5 is equal to 0. The factor is incremented by 1. The factors 2 is equal to 2. Hence we return it as a prime number. We print that number 5 to the console.
Thanks for watching.